This is the plaintiff, Francis Dupuis. He says he loaned his former girlfriend money and also contributed money to help pay off her son's pickup truck loan. The defendant and her son haven't made a payment to him for the loans. He can't wait around any longer for his money and is suing them in this court today for the $1,750 he's owed. These are the defendants, Yvonne Swinard and Eric Bouchard. Yvonne says the plaintiff came up with this cockamamie scheme to set her son's truck on fire to collect the insurance money. And when she disagreed with this crazy plan, the trouble began. The plaintiff became angry. Their long-time relationship became strained, and they don't owe him a penny. They're accused of not going along with it.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff loaned his great friend cash and got screwed. The defendant says this whole thing started when the plaintiff came up with a scheme to set her son's truck on fire to get insurance money. It's the case of liar, liar, truck on fire.
Okay, Francis Dupuis?
Yes.
You are suing Yvonne Chouinard and Eric Bouchard for $1,750 that you want repaid to you for a deal where you had started paying them for a truck and you want to back out of it because they misrepresented things to you, correct?
She wanted to back out, not me.
Okay. Well, let's try to get to the bottom of this. Tell me how you know the defendant.
I've known the defendant for almost 50-something years. She was my first girlfriend when we were kids. We grew up together. We drifted apart. Years later, we come back together, got as friends, but I was married. But she became my best friend. I trusted her impeccably.
Okay.
There was nothing about her that anybody could say bad about her.
Okay, so tell me what the deal was with the car.
Well, Your Honor, on June 2nd, I received a settlement from my a lawsuit, and Yvonne was my driver because I don't have a license. She drove me to go get my settlement. On her way back, she told me she was having difficulties because she had a gas bill she had to pay. She wanted to know if she could borrow $400.
Okay, how much was the settlement?
Oh, gee, I think it was,
Roughly.
I'll say $3,000,
Okay,
roughly.
okay.
Could be
All right.
less.
So you loaned her how much money?
I loaned her $400 cash, 4 $100 bills, and she said she would pay me back by the end of the month. June 8th, I was at her house, and actually it was his son's girlfriend who approached my wife saying that Eric wanted to sell his truck for $2,500. I said, I'll give you $2,000, but I'll give you $1,000 cash right now. They talked it over, and then Yvonne come back to me, and she said, okay. So I handed her son, actually I handed Yvonne $1,000, 10 $100 bills, says here. I said, and you owe me $400, so you know what? I'm gonna give you $1,400 as a down payment for the truck.
So then what happens? Do they give you the truck?
No, ma'am, what happened is because Yvonne and I went to work, because Yvonne was working for me, we're picking scrap metal with the truck. Yvonne said, you know what? Why not use me as your driver? And I said, okay, I'll do that, and I'll split 50-50. You get out and help me load up the truck with the metals and the debris, whatever.
Okay, so then you and Yvonne are picking up scrap metal, you're splitting the proceeds every day, and what happens after that?
Yvonne said to me, listen, I don't have the other $500 because her son said, you got to pay $2,500 for the truck. I said, I'm only paying $2,000. That's it. We made an agreement. It's all right here, Your Honor, all the text messages.
Okay, you make an agreement that what?
That what we're going to do is we'll pay $75 each and every month for the insurance of the truck so it stays registered and insured. And then also we made another agreement, her and I, that we pay $150 a piece towards what I owe as a balance and what she owes as a balance of that $500.
Let me see if I understand you. You bought a truck for $2,000. You put $1,000 down.
Yeah.
She owes you $400, so you tell her pay him, consider that.
Correct.
That means you still owe $400.
Absolutely correct. At that
I'm sorry,
day.
the other way around. You still owe $600. My math is wrong. Don't
On
say
that
correct. I was wrong.
particular day, yeah.
The loan was $400, right? Okay. So you still owe on the truck $600.
Correct.
Okay. You are working with her daily with that truck, picking up scrap metal.
Correct.
Whatever you make that day, you are splitting.
Correct.
Okay. So who's working towards what?
Because her son owed $2,500 for the truck, and I was only paying $2,000. That left them to pay the other $500 in order for me to get the title.
Right, but she's
for the
working.
truck.
She's working with you with scrap metal. Why doesn't she save up the $500?
She was making payments at the same time that I was.
So how much beyond, what payments did you make? How much did you make in payments towards the car?
I made $450 total between.
So 3 payments.
3 payments.
Do you have proof of the 3 payments?
Do I have proof? The only proof I have is inside these papers, the text messages. That's,
Okay.
That's
okay.
all I have.
You didn't get receipts?
Ma'am, I trusted her.
No, that's who you get the receipt from. The person you don't want to have a problem with later.
I trust
because
it.
they're your 50-year friend. That's when you get a receipt. Okay. Let me ask you a question, ma'am. What's going on? What was the agreement between you folks on the truck? And then I'll ask you. Go ahead.
Okay. He wanted to purchase the truck. I
For
didn't go
$2,000.
to him for nothing, exactly. So he gave $1,000 after his settlement, which he got $5,000 for, not $3,000.
I don't care.
Okay.
Don't get distracted.
Okay.
So
well,
it's
he gave the $1,000. My son went right up and paid it on the truck.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then he offered and lend me $400.
But before you go there, he loaned you $400, and did he just say take that off the car too?
No, he didn't say that to me at all. I was supposed to pay him back.
Who
okay?
back?
Me. I was supposed to pay Frank
Did you?
back. No, not yet. I mean, he's taking me to court.
Okay, well, you're supposed to pay him back that month, and that
Okay.
month was
No,
how
it
many
wasn't-
months ago?
It wasn't that month.
Oh, what, so 20 years from now?
No. There was more to it than
Because you're
that.
saying I'm not paying him because he's suing me, but
No,
you were already
no.
not paying him.
No, I was, because I did, in a different way.
What way did you pay him?
He didn't give me money for a car payment, which was $300 for the month. And I paid that $300. When I went there, it was a 5-week month. They took my debit card, and they took the other 5th week off. So I paid that, a card payment, and then I lent him $50. And to me, that's $25 more than his $400.
And you got funny math that
No,
someone taught you.
I paid
He's
three.
paying $2,000 for a car, and that's it. You know
paid-
what? Let's go back to you. So now, what happens? You two are working together, and what happens?
She's saying that I didn't pay $150 every single month. That comes to $450 for 3 months. That brought my bill to $1,850.
Okay,
But
just a
because
moment, sir. Ma'am, did he pay $450?
No, he didn't.
Sir, did he pay $450?
No,
So according to the two of you, he paid nothing ever again on the car.
never again.
Okay.
just the
How
$1,000.
did you pay the $450? Who did you pay it to?
To this lady, she was
Okay.
my partner. I owed her the money, not him.
So
she was
you
making
gave
the
her
payment.
$150 on
Every
what day?
single month.
When-
On June 29th, on July 27th, and then again on August 24th, I made the payments of $150.
Okay. Now, you want the money that you paid into this car back because what happened?
When I went to make my final payment in August, I come to get my truck. It's not there. Yvonne, I'm texting, where's my truck? Oh, I'm keeping it, dude. You're not getting it.
Can I see those texts? And while you're looking, let me ask you, what am I going to find in those texts? What did you decide about
What
the
I'm
car?
telling
Did you at one point tell him I'm keeping the truck?
I don't believe I put that in there, no.
Right there in the text.
what- You need to
okay,
pay.
hold on. What's your version of what happened?
Okay, he paid $1,000 on the truck on one day, and he was supposed to on the first pay the other $1,000, and he didn't. Then, he hadn't paid any more, he split the insurance, he did do that,
Okay, and what happens?
and he didn't pay it,
All right, how much money is owed on the truck right now?
$1,700.
Okay, how much was owed at the time of the sale?
$2,900 actually.
So then, how are you selling a truck you don't own and you're upside down on? Because the bank owns the rest of that money. I mean, somebody's got to come up with the other $900 for the sale to take place. So what he wants now is, I want my money back because I can't buy the truck because these folks haven't paid off the loan. Why isn't he right?
I got what you're saying, but it's not the truth.
Okay.
He paid the 1,000, was supposed to pay the other 1,000. That would have left us a $900
Okay, that has
balance.
us arguing about what's owed, but you agree that you are not in a position to sell the truck, right? You can't sign the title over because you don't own it, because the bank owns it, right?
Right, but he knew that we had that balance.
In his mind, you had a $500 balance, and then it turns out they have, according to you,
$5,000.
where did you get the idea they have a $5,000 balance?
When I had a mediator from City Hall, because I said, I don't know how to handle this, because in order for me to get my money, I'm being coerced into destroying the truck in order to get paid.
Who's coercing you into destroying the truck?
It's just like, because she's trying to say the only way we can get paid, because you can't get money out of a stone, it's there. I can't pay you that money. I said, fine, you took my truck, give me my truck or give me my money. So come to the conclusion, either burn the truck or destroy the truck so I can get my money.
Who came to that conclusion?
We did.
Both of you together.
Both of us together. Because
Okay,
she said
now I'm hearing something I can buy.
she's saying that she
Now I'm hearing something
Honor,
I can
hold
sink
on.
my teeth into.
So how long do you wait before loaning a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a good friend money?
I think it really depends on the person. It's just you have to judge the person. It could be a couple weeks, maybe, if you really know
Couple
someone really
weeks?
well.
Oh.
If it's just a
Well,
little bit
no,
of money.
because it's from the time you meet them. What do you say?
Oh, okay.
I don't know, check their credit score. Check the credit score.
Not a terrible idea, by the way. What do you say?
I might be too trusting, so
Oh my gosh. I
If
can
he's-
tell you're going to loan money, aren't
if
you?
he's a nice person.
Oh, you're saying yeah?
Yeah, she's gonna loan money for sure. No, never loan friends any money. Don't do it. It's the easiest way to lose the friendship.
Listen to him. Going inside the courtroom.
Your version on this is that you're keeping the truck because he didn't finish paying it. And what went wrong,
there
ma'am,
we go.
between you and him, who were such old dear friends for so long, that caused things to get nasty like that at some point, saying, no, dude, I'm keeping the truck. Too bad for you. What was it that went wrong between you two?
Have fun.
First of all, I told him I had to quit this. I was going to quit the stuff doing
The
with him.
scrapping business,
Yes.
you mean? Okay, but that has nothing to do, I mean, it does,
But-
but the sale can still go forward.
Yep, I know, but he wanted to get the money back.
But
he
why
wanted
did he
to-
want to get the money back?
Because he wanted to back out of the deal.
Did something go wrong? Did you guys have a fight about something? What were you mad at?
No, it was because I had to quit that. I was
Yeah, but
getting
what were you mad at? According to you, he was doing what?
crack,
I can't hear you. Crack cocaine
which I was
in the
told.
truck.
Yes.
Okay, and
And
who-
buying it with the truck.
Okay,
with
which
his
could end
registration.
up be resulting in a forfeiture of the truck if the police
Would be a
arrest him.
problem, yes.
Okay, so you confront him about that in the text, because that's the stuff I was
Yes.
reading. He denies it, and then what happens?
Oh, he starts swearing at me and telling me he's getting his money back. He's going to burn my house down. Then
Okay,
he's,
so what defense do you have to paying him back the $1,000 that you acknowledge he paid?
Can I answer that?
well, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, the way I see it, from him using the truck, he's put over way more than $1,000, almost $2,000 of damage on my truck.
How did he do $2,000 of damage
I
to
have
your truck?
pictures of the whole bed liner.
I thought it was your mother driving during that time.
I was
No,
driving, that was
yeah,
it.
her driving during that time. Him loading up is destroying my tailgate.
Him what? Him loading
Him
it
loading
too
it
heavy?
up, overloading
Yeah, but
it
your mother was there too,
excessively.
and your mother's the one making the payments. How come she's not stopping from loading them up?
But
They
also-
both want to make lots of money and
But
scrap.
also her being laid up, him taking the truck without a license by himself, gone for hours, not knowing, coming home with new things, dings, dents, broken light. That's
All that
$120.
happened in one day?
In the month that we were on vacation, in a month.
You were on vacation for a month?
A week.
A week,
July.
but that whole week, I come back and the truck
So
looks
is
like
it
that.
a week or a month?
A week.
What kind of truck is this? What year?
F-150, 2004.
2004?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you can definitely prove you paid $1,000. You don't think you should get any of that money back because you say you dinged your 2004 truck up.
That's not
Your
even.
mother
that's-
was doing most of the driving. You say he overloaded it. Your mother was driving the truck when he overloaded it. In fact, they overloaded it because they were splitting the proceeds of the overload.
He packed it.
You acknowledge that you owe him $400, correct?
No, he lent me $400.
And have you paid him back?
Nope, I paid
Okay.
the car payment for that month.
You're
and an
supposed to pay
extra
the car payment for that
75,
month.
Right, by
Right,
myself.
It's your car, and no, yeah. See, I don't think math is a strong point here. Let me explain something. If he buys a truck for $2,000, he owes you $2,000. If he paid only $1,000 and he wants his money back, and he's entitled to it because you can't deliver him title, even if he pays with, if he gives you the other $1,000 now, you can't give him the title because you guys owe way more than that on the truck. You seem to think that because you made a car payment, somehow I'm supposed to deduct that from what you got to return to him. How? That's your car that you have to make a car payment on, okay? You can't say, pay me the $2,000 we'd agreed upon, oh, and also make car payments during that time. You don't get to have both positions, okay? And then on the car payments, the $450 that you say in car payments, you have zero evidence of that, right?
Zero evidence except for
Zero
what's in
evidence of that.
text.
Okay, Mr. Duprass, it seems to me that there is no question that you paid $1,000. And it seems to me that there's no question that you paid $400. It seems to me there is a question about the $450. Lesson learned, the next time you pay cash for something, make sure you have a receipt, okay? As for the $1,400, I am ordering the defendant, Eric, to pay back the $1,000, and I am ordering the defendant, Yvonne, to pay back the $400 for a total of $1,400. Verdict for the plaintiff. Good luck, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the defendants have been ordered to give the plaintiff $1,400 back, $400 from you and $1,000 from you. What's your reaction to this?
My reaction is he lied in the first place, and I don't think it's right that I ended up paying the car payment myself and lent him $50. To me, he owes me $25 out of that $400.
No. Okay, well, the judge doesn't agree. And you?
To me, I feel that he should be paying me more for the damages of my truck, not just the outside, which I showed the judge, but the inner stuff.
The judge said your mom was driving, so she was partially responsible too.
Yeah,
that's
you
understand
true,
that.
yes.
All right, so I gather, is this friendship over now between you two?
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
No girlfriend? You're not a girlfriend anymore?
That was years ago. I was 8 years old, honey.
8 years old. Okay. Well, thank you very much. All right, I'm sorry, but
Thank
that's
you.
just the way it worked out, and that's the judge's decision. Here comes Mr. Dupriss. Mr. Dupriss, all right, how do you feel about this?
I feel good about it. I feel good because justice was served, but I didn't get to say really what I wanted to say because, circumstances bring it. I should have kept copies of the receipts of the money I gave her. That's what I should have done, but the judge seen through. He awarded me back my money, so therefore I didn't get all of it back. I'm satisfied with what I got back, and I'm happy with that.
They talked about all the bad things you were doing with that money,
Well, that's what people would say in order to not pay what they owe. I mean, it just speaks for itself the way the what case went along. So,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your service. Good job. Harvey, what do you think?
I mean, look, there is no magic to loaning money. But when you do loan a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a close friend or whatever, I think the thing you got to do is send them an email or a text just saying, I was happy to do it and, pay me back, within a certain period of time. Just document it. It will serve you well in the end.